for everybody to come on for the simulation, and for everybody that's watching this some other time, we're gonna look at the Vikings roster. What I'll have for the simulation. I don't think Bradford will be starting, so I have him third string, just in case. There's so many injuries in Madden. I can't just have him second string. I'm really excited for Teddy. I think he'll be back soon. And if he is as healthy as everybody's saying, and he can get into the system in a week or two, I think that'll be a very good for us. But we're playing the pack this week, so we'll need all we can get. Running back, I have Jarek McKinnon running back one because he did really well last week. I think there's going to be Jarek McKinnon first, and if they can stop the jet, they'll put Murray in. As far as Madden goes, Murray's a better option, but it's 82 to 81, so that's not a big worry there. Fullback for CJ Ham. Wide receiver is a different one. I'm curious what you guys are thinking. What we should be doing for wide receiver as far as depth, because Diggs is injured, so I think this is how I'm going to do it for right now. Is have Adam Thielen number one because he's healthy. I think Michael Floyd would get a lot of reps, and he'll probably be kind of like the number two. It'll probably be more of a rotation, but as far as Madden's concerned. Then I have Diggs number three. The idea of this is just because since he's injured, I think he'll still play, but he'll be in more of a rotational role, kind of like what he did at the second half of last game, and he'll come in on the third and longs and stuff, so we can try to stretch the field and at least be the decoy. So I have Diggs as the third receiver. Treadwell 4, Wright 5, and then Coley's there because tight end, that's fine. I think our offensive line needs. I might give Riley Reef a little boost right here. He hasn't given up a sack all year, and put some respect in his name. Nick Easton again, been really very good and has an awful Madden grade. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. And as you see, here's their linebackers. I'm gonna change this, because I hate how we go in the nickel, then all of a sudden Barr isn't in the game. So we're going to change that real quick by just simply doing that. Corners, I think this is pretty much how it goes. So nothing to change there. I don't think there are any other injuries to really consider. If you guys can think of any, let me know. I have no idea what the Packers really got going on, because I'll get into that and get into the research for that. I'm going to do my game review, which I'll be doing after this, but everything looks like it's checking out there. So I'm going to boost the Vikings offensive line just a tad, because they're playing really good, and Madden doesn't put any respect to them. If you think this is cheating, it's whatever. But Riley Reese played very good this year. I think he's at least a low 80. So we'll give him at least a little bit of a buff on his. He's been very good pass and run blocking. So we're gonna make those both like right there. And so there's only one category. Oh, that's so weird. I'm so used to Madden having two. So now he's right at 80. That'll help a lot. Nick Easton's a lot better than what Madden has him for sure, because he's another one that hasn't given. I don't think he's given up a sack since week one. So put some more respect in his name. Put him like right there. His run blocking's been a little lackluster, but not awful, which Madden likes to say it is. So 74, much more respectable. I think 68's way too low for Elfline too, but I don't want to make the Vikings so much better. That's just cheating. So we'll continue off this. And I think we're ready to get into the actual simulation. So for those that are here and that are watching this at some other time, we'll get into it. We are home. Just for the sake of making it more interesting, you guys want some different jerseys? I'll give you guys a second if you want to say if you want. Do you guys want? I'll scroll through them. I have the white jersey, which is the white top. Color Rush, which I would choose. I have the gold instead of the white. And then all white, all purple. Plastic one looks pretty nice too. You guys feeling any other jerseys? Alright, so, and of course, I'm not going to control any of them. And we're going to go here. Make sure it's 15-minute quarters, and we'll get this baby going. 15-minute quarters, It's an afternoon game at the Vikings Stadium, and let's get to it. I see that yeah, there's a comment. I just have to get to it on my side of my computer. Oh man, sorry, Ryan. Maybe I should give you a little bit more time. I forget how laggy how the stream delay is. Sorry, man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL.
But now I'm posted.
In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game.
Now I'll see your comment right away.
Packers going up against Adam Thielen's Vikings. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. We turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
So if you FaceTime me and talk to me or watch the stream, it's going to sound very delayed.
It was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon God as we get.
All right, so we get into the game. The Packers against the Vikings. It should be a good game. The problem with the Vikings is, of course, injuries with Diggs. It's a big question mark. The Packers will get the ball off. We have no idea what the coin toss was, but all we know is the Packers are receiving. I think Bradford will be out. I have Keenum starting. Jarek McKinnon I have as the number 2, as the number 1 running back, looking forward with the Dalvin Cook out, and boom, the simulation is off. They field it right at the goal line is Janus, gets to the 20 and stopped before the 25 at the 23, gives them forward progress at the 24.
And the Packers taking the field, and Aaron Rodgers, little pep in his step after throwing that game-winning touchdown pass to Davante Adams in Dallas last week. What can you say? Rodgers did it again. They left him too much time on the clock. 13 touchdowns.
That's why I love these announcers. They're talking about the current stuff that's going on in the NFL. It's so cool.
But there's also a minute 13 on the clock when Dak Prescott scored the go-ahead touchdown for Dallas. How much time is too much time to leave Aaron Rodgers? Anything over 1 second?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it appears to be because of his ability to take his team downfield and get them into the end zone.
Line out, shotgun. Montgomery in the backfield with Rodgers, and they'll give it to him. And stuff the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr swallowed him for no gain.
Give him a couple on the carry there.
I guess 2. The angle is so hard to see that.
Jones, the rookie, those folks in Green Bay, they think they might have something with this guy.
I'm getting my thumbnail up so people actually want to click on this.
Missed this game with injury. 19 carries, 125 yards and a touchdown in his first career start. But give Green Bay's organization some credit in the offseason. They drafted 3 running backs, and this one emerged in this game. Jamal Williams from BYU, Devontae Mason.
Out of the pistol. And at the offset Montgomery, and they'll go to him again, and it's stuffed again, right at the line of scrimmage. That's what the Vikings will have to do. If they can shut down the Packers offense, they'll have to do it. Aaron Rodgers is amazing, but if they have a running game, he's unstoppable. So it's going to be a big game for our studs on defense really to show out. I think we're going to have 2 turnovers to win this game. So with our injuries, our defense is going to show up. And we're going to have to get a lot of sacks, a lot of turnovers. And we'll just have to look very good overall in order to have a good chance in this one.
This is 3rd and 8.
Alright, Rodgers, everybody's out, and Danielle Hunter's getting close, then checks down and breaks 1 tackle, but then Harrison Smith fish him off. A gain of 7, and the Packers will have to punt. 3 and out on their first drive. A very good start for this Vikings defense.
Brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They
think the Vikings have a chance, Ryan?
Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota.
And also, if we get special teams points, that'll help a whole lot too. And the punt is high, a nice booming punt. We have 3 Vikings back in coverage. Only 2 Packers should have set up a nice return, but he eludes both the Vikings as they cut through and got a knife Sherrill's down.
Offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar.
Yeah, I think anything's possible, Ryan. We're at home, and that's such a big boost too. It really depends how good Keenum's going to be. Because if we can't have anything on offense, our defense will eventually give out, and it just will start to... they'll just start going out of hand if our offense can't at least put a few good drives out to take a few minutes off the clock. And they run to the left side. McKinnon finds a hole and gets stuck after a 4-yard gain. A nice run on first down.
And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
The new and improved offensive line for those Vikings that every announcer talks about before the game, so I won't do it. But be fun. Michael Floyd should be his coming out party. And depending on how hurt Diggs really is, will really pass the torch to some of our lower down the depth chart guys. If Diggs is inactive for the game, maybe it could be a Rodney Adams or Stacy Coley show out. I think they would activate one of those rookies if Diggs is hurt for the game. So it'd be a good opportunity for one of those to try to get their name maybe inked into the starting lineup.
Green Bay's defense in 2016 was a bit unbalanced. Number 8 against the run, but number 31 against the pass. So you know the off-season emphasis.
Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about, right? Exactly what I want to talk about. Should be a big game. I think Adam Thielen, he got like 200 yards against them the second time we faced him last year. I'm thinking they don't want that to happen again. They'll probably double team Thielen, which should give the other guy a lot of opportunities. They don't want Thielen to beat us. If Diggs is hurt, it's going to be a big Michael Floyd. Hopefully Treadwell, as Keenum hits the Vikings in the back of the helmet and they go 3 and out.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay.
And I just played the live game of Madden, and I beat the Packers. I think it's like 6-minute quarters, and it's a nice punt by Quigley, a nice corner punt, and nice coverage as they split field positions, and the Packers got the ball at the 24. And I beat the Packers by just kicking field goals because I cannot run the ball in with McKinnon, and throwing the ball is so hard. I really didn't want to throw interceptions, so I was playing pretty conservative. Their only touchdown the Packers scored against me was a blocked field goal. So I think I'm beat them 12-7.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
My boy King Tat 4 came through. And it looks like the Packers will continue to try to run the ball here. And no, that's a play action, and the Vikings were blitzing, and Aaron Rodgers skips the ball incomplete in the coverage. Eric Kendricks.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know one thing, Brandon. This was a very difficult defense to throw the ball against in 2016. What were they, 3rd in the league in pass defense?
Yeah, these receivers are going to have to be sharp with their routes in this one.
Yeah, because they're going to show them a lot of change-ups in the secondary, and they have a good pass rush.
And also looking for Xavier Rhodes shutting out Jordy Nelson. Oh, and Ben Gedeon fills the hole nicely. -3 yards for the rookie from Michigan. Look at Ben Gedeon showing all of Minnesota how he earned that out of the 3rd linebacker spot for the Vikings. Look at him just drilling Montgomery in the backfield. I mean, he might be low-key one of the more important rookies because he's one of the ones that are actually starting. But you just don't hear anything about him, which is probably a good thing. He's not a very flashy guy, but he hasn't been looking bad, and it's been showing. And out of the pistol, another play action, and Everson Griffin sack! The Vikings sack Aaron Rodgers for the second straight 3 and out. Everson Griffin, the sack daddy. Can't get slowed down. The Vikings blitzed 2 guys on the right side. The Packers got confused. Everson beat the tackle, and there's no running back in the area because the Vikings blitzed and took out all the extra protection. And Everson Griffin just outran Aaron Rodgers for the sack. I still got my fingers crossed on Treadwell. A lot of people are trying to run him out. I think at the very least, I just want to see one like 60 to 80 yard game. That'll help him a whole lot. Just get his confidence up. Because when you're a first round rookie, then you suck your rookie year. Like if the fans know you suck, of course the player don't.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here. They should have better opportunities.
Now blame myself. If we were in those 2000 throwback jerseys, they'd be winning. The jersey's slowing us down, but our defense has been going really good. We have good starting field position here at the 40. And let's see, we were starting off the drive good, but then Keenum just hit our lineman in the back of the helmet. So we just shot ourselves in the foot last drive. So if we get something together this drive, we should be doing pretty good. Starting with 3 wide receivers as Diggs checks onto the field. And McKinnon makes the first guy miss. Jerick McKinnon gets spun down after a pick of... Okay, they gave him over 10, 12 yards, I think. As a nice run there by the Jet. Look at him.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that.
How's the Thursday night football going too? You watching that?
So the run moves the chains, and here we go.
First and 10 from the 48. Maybe a time to start taking shots here as we just got on the other side of the field. And a run right back to McKinnon. Another juke move, Jerick McKinnon! On back-to-back first down runs. Jerick McKinnon starting this ball game out strong as he did last week. Another big key to this game is getting our other players on offense going too. Keenum's not that great, we know that. Is that Clay Matthews he juked out? But if we can get a good running game going, that will help our whole team. Yeah, that was Clay Matthews. I'm pretty sure he's still the best player on the Packers defense, and he's juked him out of his shoes. Oh yeah, but they probably don't start till like 7:30 or something. And now play action. Keenum has all the time in the world. Will he opt to throw, or will this be a dumb Madden sack? And he has time, throws wide open as Michael Floyd within the 20-yard line. We're in the red zone, boys. A 22-yard strike to Michael Floyd. Welcome to Minnesota, bud. Welcome back home.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
In the red zone this time.
Now Vikings are bunched up to the left side. I think that's sealing up to the top as they pitch to Murray. And just like in real life, Murray is complete garbage. They gave him a yard on the yard marker, but it's still 2nd and 10.
Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not
I actually want to see some second effort runs on Murray, because he's supposed to be that powerful running back, and I haven't seen that yet. Like I said in my game review, as he gets decked in the backfield for -1 yards, 2 carries, -1 yard.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The Jet would have juked out Matthews there. He just came off unblocked. That's not on Murray, of course. Keenum should have audibled out of that one.
He didn't start in high school, And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
And the Vikings line up with 2 tight ends on the right side. They'll try to pick up this first down. 3rd and 11 from the 16. Keenum has time, and he has all day in the pocket. And now it collapses. He runs backwards and makes it a much tougher field goal. A coverage sack by the Packers will push the Vikings right on the brink of field goal position. In Madden, anyways. You know, in real life, 50-yard field goals are nothing, but this one's going to be like a 45-yard field goal or whatever. And that's going to be a tough one in Madden. Because they nerf kicking power so much in this game for no reason. Like we're at a 40-yard field goal.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Yeah, 43 yards. That was close. It should be a give me though still. And kick is up and good. Kai Forbath puts the Vikings up. Something we really don't want to happen in real life though. We want to get cash in on those and get touchdowns, but hey, shit happens. You have to settle for field goals every now and again. That's just reality.
Yeah, he took over in week 10, and you're right, hit every field goal the rest of the season.
And now what you're talking about last year, not talking about Forbath's struggles this year.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal.
And the field at the 5 to the 20 to the 25 and stuck right there, tackled by the Vikings. I think that's Kentrell Brothers.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Now, this is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
As the Packers drive starts, you saw right there, the Vikings have almost 10 times the total yards right now. And they'll run again with Montgomery as they try to establish this running game in only 2 yards. 4 rushes, 1 yard for Ty Montgomery.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
What do you think about the Adrian Peterson trade to Arizona? Think he'll do a lot better there?
Keep pounding here with Montgomery.
I'll see him like doing a video on it, but we'll see.
To the 33.
3rd and short now coming up for the Packers. See if the Vikings can continue to nullify him on 3rd down.
That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down now following the run.
Man, really? Should be a good game. I think the Panthers, I don't know why they got rode out so fast. I know they were poor last year, but they were in Super Bowl 2 years ago. I know it's just kind of the meme of Cam Newton not diving for the football. I think they're still a really good team. I mean, they went to the Super Bowl without Kelvin Benjamin. I think they had a little Super Bowl hungover last year. And I think they're a threat. And I know the Eagles are really good. One of like the 5 teams last year that were undefeated for so long. And the only one that's still undefeated this year with the Chiefs. See, the only thing that's good for AP though is the fact that he should be the featured back. He'll get a lot of carries and he'll be doing all right. And see if the Vikings can. Aaron Rodgers does it all day, then he gets hit when he throws it wide open. Devontae Adams to the 30-yard line. A big strike by Aaron Rodgers to move the chains.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Like, I don't know why Arizona wants to be the oldest football team in the world, though, right? Carson Palmer, Larry Fitzgerald. Now Adrian Peterson. Well, their defense is young. Their defense is really good. Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu. And play action now. Is it the okay? No, I thought that Packer didn't have a helmet. Throws it deep again.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Is that seeing quadruple coverage?
They tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
The Packers are driving, and a throw strike, another first down. That's to Cobb. No, jarred it out. Xavier Rhodes jarred it out.
And brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for
Yeah, exactly, Ryan. They should not be trading right away their draft picks right now. They should be trading away people like.
He's trying to haul it in.
I don't want to. They really should be trading away people like Patrick Peterson.
Incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
You don't want to be okay. You don't want to be 8-8 for like 5 years. And lobs it up. A perfect pass complete, which is a 5-yard line. What a throw and catch.
Third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a great throw. That's Aaron Rodgers at his finest. Yeah, like teams like that, like the Vikings should have traded Adrian Peterson in like 2010. They should have done that a long time ago. Could have got a 1st-round pick easily and probably more. Instead, he just walks away, and then the Vikings were mediocre for so many years. Yeah, playoff appearance here and there, but I'd rather be god awful for a few years. But then also you have all those pieces together. Well, the same thing with the Lions. If they would have traded Calvin Johnson, it would have been better for both parties. But then he has to retire, and they run here and stuff to the line.
They'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's the rookie.
And it's up the line.
And he gets halfway home from the
No, maybe. I think one of my most favorite videos I've done where I put a lot of effort in was what if the Vikings drafted Aaron Rodgers, because that was the year we had 2 first-round picks and we skipped them on twice, so we had Dante Culpepper.
But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play
And I'm wondering,
and think about it being 4 down
like that would help us a lot. I think we would have probably won the Super Bowl at that point, but a lot of things wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have drafted Adrian Peterson, but we probably would have drafted a few more and stuff in the backfield again. What a great defensive stand. Everson Griffin sacked Eddie Tyrus, not even himself a day.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
Now 4th and 6, the Vikings made the goal line stand.
Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
Like honestly, the best time I've traded Adrian Peterson, it's always the hardest thing to sell to like the fans, but it's true. The best time we've been traded to trade Adrian Peterson would have been 2012, year after he was MVP. His value was off the charts and he was getting old. That's 100% sell high and get a lot back. And I know it's hindsight, but even if he has 2,000 or 3,000, like even 1,500 yard seasons, you get a 1st-round pick, like a top 10 1st-round pick. And if it's one of the years that there's a good quarterback there, we would have been doing good, right? Maybe we could have got like a Tyrann Mathieu or something around that time frame. Maybe even like an Aaron Donald. Can you imagine Aaron Donald with Linval Joseph on our defense? That'd be disgusting as Jerick McKinnon gets to the 26. I don't know what everybody thinks. What if we didn't get Trey Waynes and instead we got Marcus Peters? You think that's good enough for a video? Because Marcus Peters is so good against #1 receivers. So we have Xavier Rhodes shutting down the #1 guy, man to man, and we have Marcus Peters on the other side on a #2 receiver.
Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted.
Might be over exaggerating, but talk about a shutdown defense, right? And we still have like Terrence Newman. Man, that'd be so good. Don't know how we re-sign all those people. And power to the right side as McKinnon fights forward. Nice hard run from McKinnon. Fights through a tackle for a 5-yard gain.
Pick up on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And now Keenum will throw. It looks like a quick slant play. He throws to Blake Bell, the tight end we got right at the beginning of the season. I think it's a nice 5-yard catch to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this should be the end of the first quarter. As not very eventful whatsoever. 3-3 at the end of the first quarter.
They can get settled in here and time expires. On the first quarter of action. 3-3 our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
Yeah. And the thing with that, Ryan, we can always substitute. We can always have Terrence Newman go in there if Wayne's is struggling too much. You see the strides that Wayne's takes, but he still gives up too much separation. A lot of the same things we see as a rookie. So I hope it's not a case where he's a great athlete and is a bad football player, but it's starting to look like that. But if anybody can do it, Zimmer can. And Jerry Gray, our defensive back coach, is one of the best in the league. They crafted Xavier Rhodes, for heaven's sake, so we should be doing pretty good. As a shotgun is Keenum, play action to McKinnon is all day in the pocket, throws 5 yards out of bounds to Diggs. What a god-awful throw.
Well, let's take a quick pan across the league and talk about, we've got 3 0-5 teams still in the NFL. 2 that you might expect, Browns and 49ers, but the Giants sitting at 0-5.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Giants are hilarious.
Had that in the preseason. If so, we need to hang out
Lost
with them because
lost their 2 stud receivers in 1 week.
San Francisco this week, I believe, goes to Washington.
Now another play action, back-to-back play, 2nd and 10, and the pocket is he has all day. Will Keenum throw or give him another sack and launches it deep? And caught by Thielen. Unbelievable. Thielen must have walked around the whole football field. He had 3.5 years in the pocket and a 47-yard completion to Adam Thielen. The best deep threat in the NFL this year. That big rainbow pass. And Thielen mossed him.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time.
Another hole that a lot of people say on our defense is Sendejo, and I think Sendejo has been amazing this year. He gave up a touchdown last week, but he was in perfect position. He just didn't time his leap quite right or whatever, but he's been great. And they'll run to McKinnon again to the outside. He gets around the edge, but not much more. He gets 4 yards.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now an eye formation with CJ Ham checks into the game. And they'll run behind to the left side and stuffed for a 1-yard loss.
Losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Yes, and Dejo really came.
So now
They'd always get those matchups with a slot receiver, and if we just use him right, he's very good. Like, he's one of the best tackling safeties in the league. As overthrows of all the tight ends, and the Vikings have to kick another field goal. But Sendejo is great. He does get way too much flack on one-on-one matchups. That's a mismatch, and he'll get played. But that's with any safety, really. One-on-one on Earl Thomas, you'll win that most of the time, even on Harrison Smith. As they get it up, and good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
This is where I really want Murray to go into the game and just be a good touchdown guy. That's all I care about with Murray. At least be Matt Asciata. No, that was kind of a joke in my game review, but honestly, that's what he's been playing like.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal.
And they get to the 20, to the 30 and stuff before he gets to the 30 to the 28.
The 28-yard line. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other playmakers.
See if our Vikings can continue to do it. But it's Madden, it's just about how much they want the Vikings defense to actually get pressure. I wonder if there's a setting that can change to make that look better. That looks embarrassing when you get like 5, 6, 7 seconds on plays. And good blocking and stuff. That's Eric Hendricks, who hasn't looked great this year. Not to say he's not good, but not as great as he's been in the past, I'd say. But Anthony Barr, on the other hand, has been phenomenal. We got to see for our defense. We have, as far as exceptional players, like all-pro defenders, Linval Joseph. We have the Vikings blitz, and they almost get a first down. The Vikings blitz the linebackers, so Aaron Rodgers throws right over the linebackers. And then we have Harrison Smith is also elite, exceptional player. Xavier Rhodes, exceptional, best cornerback in the game. And then we have a few people right on the edge of it, and that's Anthony Barr. You're looking at Everson Griffin, Daniil Hunter, and then Eric Hendricks. And stuff beyond the line, they don't get it. And as long as they punch here, Vikings are doing phenomenal getting the Packers off the field. Their last drive, they got lucky with a deep bomb, but now, my goodness, that's the second out of 3 drives the Vikings. No, it was 3 out of 4 that they get a 3-and-out. As time is taking off in the second quarter, and Aaron Rodgers can't do anything against this elite Vikings defense. You know, Aaron Rodgers kind of has these are running for no reason at all. There's 4 and 2 here where they fake. Did they do the little Bears special? And they don't. The Vikings should have some people there to return it, but they choose not to. And it gets down at the 5-yard line. A great punt by the Packers.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased if they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
See if the Vikings get an old 95-yard drive here, huh?
Not easily done.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
3-0 Philly. Who are you rooting for in the game? You just want a good football game? My brother is an Eagles fan, so I guess the Eagles. I kind of like the Eagles because they're a lot like the Vikings, especially if we had Teddy playing. It'd be 2 young quarterbacks, kind of really good defense. I like it. I like the comparisons there.
They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on.
I don't know, man. I don't know why Prefergid would we get fooled by that, because he's such a good coach. As play action, a nice strike to Rudolph gets us back out of the opposite red zone.
Yards gives him a new set of downs.
But I don't know. It has to be something they see in our game plan. It's not like, well, hey, let's just fuck with the Vikings and pull out this trick here on them. They must be like, well, their special team guys are, you know, they ride on the short bus to the game. They don't know how to stop any of these trick plays. So, you know, I might want to fool them a little bit. Zach Ertz on your fantasy team. And another play action. He has all the time he would need, and anybody get open, throws it deep again. It's quadruple coverage and it's intercepted. Clay Matthews deep covering Kyle Rudolph.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him.
My goodness.
And pull in the interception.
Quadruple coverage. Yeah, Thielen wide open. That is kind of a Case Keenum type throw, right? Did you see that? The ball tipped and it levitated to his hands. Oh my! Nice arm punt. Yeah, not a bad punt, Keenum. It levitated back to his hands.
Very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
And Rodgers steps, throws, nice slant for nice gain on first down from 6 yards.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4. 3 receivers on the field. Michael Bennett. I wonder how much of a threat Michael Bennett will be. As a draw, and Montgomery gets his first hole of the day, then gets buried by the safety I've been talking about, Andrew Sendejo.
10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line.
It's not blocking.
They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through.
It's not what good blocking looks like. Announcer? That's called a draw in the pass rush. That was just a good play call. Now he has all time on first down and throws it out route to Michael Bennett for 5 yards.
And he goes out right around the 39. That throw good for
oh yeah, good point. Especially with just how good our edge rushers in, I would expect Michael Bennett to be in blocking most of the time. Unless they have someone else they would use as their blocking tight end. So they could still have Michael Bennett go out for passes.
There on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
And Rodgers, another quick play, a little slant to the middle for Bennett for a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 48. 36-yard line.
But our pass rush is going to have themselves a game. Like, they always do it weirdly because it's Aaron Rodgers. You don't want them to be scrambling. So I hope they just don't do edge containment because that just makes it so our line will just not do a whole lot. And they'll just kind of contain the edge, don't really rush, but just kind of sit the edge and kind of wait on them. But if Eric Kendricks can have himself a good game, because we usually see him just spy Aaron Rodgers, and right when he starts scrambling, just whack him. 4 receivers on first down, and they'll use it to run with Montgomery for a nice gain. Montgomery starting to get going a little bit at the very least.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now a run up the gut. Montgomery getting short of a first down, but just shy. Tackled by both linebackers, Barr and Gideon. As Gideon gets, is he hurt? He just got ran over by a horde of Vikings.
Right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far.
The pistol. Will he run and get stuffed again? No, it's a quick pass, a slant to Kendricks for a first down. As the Packers finally open up their passing game and stop running the ball on these 3rd and shorts, running these Vikings. Throw it to a little short up to Ben Gideon, who I don't think would be on the field on the 3rd down. So that's whatever.
About 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And false start by that left tackle.
I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the
I'm really
drive.
curious if Rodgers will underestimate our pass rushers like Daniil Hunter and start to scramble away, but Hunter's so fast he'll just catch up to him and get the sack. As Everson Griffin got close, but not close enough, as they almost pick up the full penalty yardage and close to a first down, a 2nd and 3.
Headed 2nd down.
Is the screen flickering on your end too? It's on my TV, trying to figure out what's up. I'm guessing it's probably just a little Madden glitch or something. Yeah, looks like it's going on the stream too. It's weird. I don't know if it's a connection issue or what, but we'll blame EA. It's greedy bastards. 2 receivers on the field. Looks like they'll run the ball again as Montgomery as a whole. First down tackled by Terrence Newman. Definitely in field goal position. A chance for the Packers to take a shot in this field position.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Nobody in the backfield with Aaron Rodgers. The Vikings blitz 4 in zone coverage and another short little pass. The Vikings aren't making the adjustment. Now it's Davante Adams. These little 8-yard passes are killing the Vikings. It's been all over Aaron Rodgers this drive.
2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7
and the whole Packers offensive line jumps on that one.
Highest 2-game total in the illustrious history of the Packers.
False start, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves.
So it's a little game of field goals. So just like the simulation, Ryan. Field goal, field goal, field goal.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
2nd and 7. Aaron Rodgers and Montgomery in the backfield. Out there in a shotgun, 3 receivers on the field. And the Vikings blitz 4. And complete to Geronimo Allison.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
And a bona formation, and they're going to throw out of it. Has a nice pocket, throws to Kendricks for 3 yards.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Well, it's the Panthers and Eagles. They both have good defenses. Not a big surprise there. As the Packers on a perfect even, 15 runs, 15 passes, as both tackles and guards, both sets jump once again.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
What's up, Cameron? And answer what?
2nd and goal.
And he runs up the middle and touch! Just kidding, he's stupid and spins around from nobody. He had an open hole right in front of him.
Now for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take.
Let's have some fun with the chat. Who are y'all favorite players?
The highlights of this first half.
You can do one offense, one defense. Current Vikings.
We haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
Offensively, number 1's probably Thielen. 2 is on the defense is probably my favorite defensive player is probably Harrison Smith.
This is 3rd and goal.
And aerial throw and caught but short. Do they go for it here on a 4th and 1? It's Madden, so I'll say no. In real life, probably.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Reminder: the Vikings do get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash at a
Ken Crosby Walsh it. And it is good. 6-6. A minute 53, 2 timeouts. The Vikings have a lot of time if we get a few good drives going.
Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
What do you mean I won't answer?
Amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well.
I won't answer what?
Put 3 points on the board. It has to be a little bit of a
I'm an idiot.
doesn't it?
Okay. sucked trash? What's that even
So
mean?
a tie ball game here as the kicks away.
And at the one is Cheryl's to the 20, 25.
Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
I'm 20, and I'm from Minnesota.
Points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And 4 receivers on the field. I think that might be a Rudolph split out wide on the left side of the slot. And it's Keenum. He has time and throws underneath to Rudolph. Picks up 6 on first down. See what our clock management skills are, and it looks like nothing, as we're not look like in much of a hurry-up mode here.
Chance to let it develop a little bit. You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now 2 running backs in the backfield. I think I know what this play is going to be. As they both go out, and a nice little slant to Michael Floyd for first down.
But Michael Floyd takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Keenum.
Keenum throws it into double Vikings. That almost been a...
Well, partner, one story that certainly caught NFL attention from this last week. Peyton Manning having the statue unveiled in Indianapolis for the years he spent there from '98 to 2011.
How about those years? When you talk about glory years, that's exactly what they were in Indianapolis with Peyton Manning as their starting quarterback. A couple of Super Bowl
Must have been
appearances,
confusing on that play. Throwing to 2 Vikings. I think they collided to each other to knock the ball out. But stops the clock, brings up a 2nd and 10. A minute and 1 to go, but we do have 2 timeouts from the 41. And both running backs go out from the backfield. They were blitzing the corner, and Keenum throws a dart. And also on the Packers of all 3 timeouts with Aaron Rodgers, they can make something happen. The Vikings might want to run the ball here to at least get the clock stopped, but let's see what happens.
Completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
3 receivers on the field. We have 2 people in the backfield, and at least a completed pass here. And throws it to Thielen. That'll move the chains. A nice toe tap catch by Adam Thielen. That's a great catch that we love seeing by number 19.
15 yards through the air on a first down.
Look at that. 2 feet in without question first down. That's Adam Thielen at his finest.
Does he make the catch? But has enough body
Look at that.
control.
2 feet in.
Feet down, inbounds, toe tapping,
His
and
the
dragging.
ball is Madden glued to his glove. And they'll move the chains and maybe just as importantly stop the clock for the Vikings. 2 receivers on the bottom of the screen. As they'll do a draw play to Murray as Murray gets a nice run. Murray went off in the simulation last week. He had over 200 yards and I think 3 touchdowns. And our overtime loss to the Bears, believe it or not.
Stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
Second and 1. As far as tendencies go, this is a time for a lot of people like to take shots. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Glad you made it. You watching Thursday Night Football? As Keenum and a nice double pass pretty much to Morgan, but falls incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To Teddy, cut you up, Jacob.
Third down.
There wasn't a touchdown and we both missed our PAT. It's just been a good field goal fest so far. Oh, okay. So you're just busy with that softball for now. And a nice strike to Thielen on a corner route. That's okay. And good luck at your game. Now you can check the highlights when I do that probably Saturday or so, depending on how busy I am. Is soft pitch? Is it with your buddies or what? You guys worried about Diggs not playing? As far as this, I went over it earlier, but I just have Diggs as the number 3 receiver just so he's in a limited role. I think he'll play, but in just a limited capacity. As he has time in the pocket, throws out of bounds. What, an international? So you're trying to get those softball ladies, Jake?
As many times as you want, get in sync.
Intramural, not international. I'm stupid.
Once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And 2nd and 10. And Keenum's going to run. And apparently Madden didn't see Keenum last Monday, because that was about the exact same play that Keenum hit Rudolph for the strike touchdown where we did the duck gray duck celebration in the end zone. But on Madden, his throwing power on the run must be 13, as that one goes about 10 feet. Nothing compared to last year. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. Well, yeah, he was outlaw last year, so maybe a week or two, we thinking. As that sack will make the Vikings have to kick a field goal, but it's okay to at least take the lead at halftime. And I think if you're a Vikings fan, you'll definitely take this.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
Yes, gray duck, not goose. Is that something that people actually care about? If they call it that or another one, or the other one, or is that just like a joke? I take it more as a joke. But where I'm from is always gray duck. I get the confusion for what the hell's a gray duck, right? And it's up and good. The Vikings get the lead. The best score at halftime could possibly be the thing that Jacob wants to give with his softball teammates. 6-9 at halftime.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime review.
You get to us without being skipped.
Happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters.
Yeah, the Vikings are winning all across the board. The Packers had that one turnover when Case felt like throwing in quadruple coverage.
Look at some of the highlights from the first half.
Whoop, zipped to Thielen. What is that, Rudolph? It's probably Rudolph.
Third down from inside the 40. Keenum's got the completion here, and he'll end up at the 15-yard line before being tackled.
Yeah, solid, Jacob.
So that'll do it from our EA
I mean,
Sports
he's already came back from 2 torn ACLs.
as we rejoin Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
I think he'll play just because teams will still throw money at him. Because if he was released today, he'd be the best free agent quarterback on the market. You would still get money thrown at him, but he would have that big red flag of this guy's injury prone, and we don't really know what his future is going to be. You know, if he's healthy, he's really good. Did Madden freeze? I think oh, there it goes. Don't worry. We just wanted a nice picture of McCarthy there, and I think it's going back to normal. But arthritis, interesting. I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea like how serious that could be. Any type of like repercussions of having the ACL surgery, and boom, Jerick McKinnon would look to extend the Vikings 3-point lead. X fields the ball right at the goal line, and it's the what was that? The Viking kick return guy was looking the wrong way. I think that was Anthony Barr too. I think he got a bad concussion. He forgot what team he should be blocking. As another first half highlight video. Shouts to my boy Madden. So I think just because he'll get money thrown at him, Bradford will play for at least a couple more years. But as far as the Vikings go, I would feel safer with Teddy. But again, we don't know how healthy Teddy's going to be when he comes back. But I want to see Teddy. I'm a big fan of him, and this is just will push the Teddy envelope a little bit. I'm fine with that. But either case, I would feel okay with drafting a quarterback in like the 4th or 5th round next year, just so we have some decent insurance.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
You have Jerick on your fantasy team?
Train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play. Holding him,
especially if Teddy's got his deep ball back, like he looked like he had the year he got hurt when he was throwing the ball in preseason, because he had a really good deep ball. I know it was preseason, but still, the throws were still getting made power to the left side, and Keenum bounces it and stumbles, because people will stumble for a second or two in real life. Come on, Madden.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that.
And Charles Johnson looked good with Teddy, and I think Treadwell is kind of like a better version of Charles Johnson, so that'd probably be good for him, right?
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
I think he'd look really good with Thielen. You have a good connection with Diggs. Like the whole team defense is kind of made for Teddy, really. Keenum throws under pressure and incomplete.
Contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the Vikings will have to punt here again. A nice high, deep punt by Quigley. Oh, what a punt. And great coverage down to the 19.
59 yards. Tough to do better than that. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some.
Yeah, I don't know how long it would take for Teddy to come back when he gets medically cleared, because he's been doing stuff on the side, but getting the connection with his team. Maybe a week if they give him like the Sam Bradford approach they did last year. I think a week after he's healthy he could be playing. I think everybody really wants Teddy. He's such a great leader. Do you see his videos now? I think he's so funny. Like, I don't want it to be just like, I love Teddy because he's a good guy. But I think he's a good football player too. But he's also such a cool guy that that everybody in Minnesota just loves him.
He was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
So Ryan says tackle, guard, tight end. I think tight end's an interesting one. 3-tech DT, I'm not sure about that either because we have Jaleel Johnson, who I think could fill that role just fine. See, he goes tackle, we have Riley Reef. I think you're more primarily saying right tackle. We have Rashad Hill, I think we're kind of high on. But if we're in a position to get a good tackle, I think that's a good choice. Guard. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we need to get the Berger spot. Well, Andy Carlson is as they did a nice run on 3rd and 1.
As he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, I'm savage. That's what I was thinking of. I forgot what he was saying.
On a key third down situation, they were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Adam Carlson from the Purple for the Win podcast thinks that we'd slide Mike Remmers to right guard and have Riley Reef play right tackle. I'm not sure if that's what the Vikings are thinking, but if that's an approach. And Isidore has played well. I heard of that. And Easton hasn't done too bad. Like, as they gonna get a nice run on Nelson on a crossing route, and he's gone. Touchdown Packers. They had a mismatch with Jordy Nelson on their slot receiver. No match. Well, the Vikings are high in Isadora too. Our line is a lot more solid than I think a lot of people will say. Easton's been good for how little. Like, that was such a good trade, Gerald Hodges for Nick Easton straight up. This is like, that was Eric Kendricks on Jordy Nelson. Are you kidding me? Who's coaching this team on Madden? But
it can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
oh, Reef has been a beast. My friend Bryce the Beast is a Lions fan, and he's telling me how trash Reef is. But my goodness, Reef, I would have been so happy of just giving up a sack every 2 or 3 games. But he's been so good this year. Yeah, I think Jaleel Johnson's good. I don't know how much longer we'll have Tom Johnson. He's getting fairly up there in age, not too old, but enough to where, I mean, he's been kind of a good backup for his career in the fact he's been starting. I think Sharif Floyd's done, but I still want to kind of hope he'll be back sometime eventually, but I think he's probably gone, which sucks because he was good when he was healthy, and well, yeah, Reef has been a stud. I think Easton's only sack was week 1. I love God, I always forget his freaking name. But our rookie center, I love him. He's a beast. Berger's good, but he's really old. We need to get a new right guard. And Remmers is Remmers. He's a good run blocking tackle, but he will give up pressures. He's kind of like Phil Loadholt, but not quite as good as run blocking.
A little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looks like the defense in press coverage.
See, I don't think we'd go in the second round for a backup quarterback, Jacob. Like, we want insurance, but I think second's too high for it. And he gets stuffed at the line. We're at the point where our needs aren't very high. We want a corner to play alongside. I think we need 2 corners in this draft. We need more depth there. We want a guy to challenge Waynes as a number 2 corner. And we need backup because I think Newman will probably retire this year. So we need a guy to replace him, and we just need depth there in general. We could do 3 corners this year if we had to. I know we got Tocho, who I think is a safety corner hybrid. Anton Exum played more safety. Wait, yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking. Like, he played some nickel, so he could be a guy to play some. Yeah, Cam Newton, the Panthers running back. Yeah, true. Yeah, we're not gonna just be like, oh, Case Keenum's a new franchise quarterback. We will, of course, draft one high, if that's the case.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the hand.
And 3rd and 10, and we'll do a fake handoff as he throws it deep, and it's almost intercepted again. Stop throwing it deep, bud. What the hell?
But it's now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
And as far as I can tell, Teddy loves Minnesota, so I think he'll come back fairly cheap.
Passing the ball like we saw there, I don't know, the rhythm seems off. Here's Ryan Quigley now. As
the Vikings offense lost their mojo, it looks like the Packers made some adjustments at halftime. And a great coverage by the Vikings punt return team.
7 yards, the official distance. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
See, just the odds of you replacing our offensive line, like improving it a lot, it's going to be hard.
It's a whole lot better view than when
Like,
you're
we're
trying to
really
get
high in
back to
Isadora. I'd say probably a 7, like, the assumption is after the end of this year, Newman and Berger retire. That's the assumption. A chance that they'll play another year or so, but we'll just assume that for now, right? So we'll need a new corner regardless, because I think you need 4 good corners in the NFL. Not because you'll be in 4 cornerbacks the whole game, but Willie Zimmer likes to rotate in and out corners. You'll be in 3 most of the game anyways, so having that 4th guy to sub in for whoever's either needs a break or whatever, right?
Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm not sure if we're having an okay year. Let's say we get into the playoffs and maybe lose the first game or whatever. So we have a good draft pick and not an amazing one.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Yeah, Remmers has been good. Like I think he's kind of like a poor man's Phil Lodeholt. They've been making holes, and their pass protection hasn't been good. Like Pro Football Focus has them 16th in the league. We'd easily take average. Of course, we want to be like a top 10 line. Everybody kind of wants to be the Cowboys.
Following the penalty, Montgomery.
Oh, a big hit.
To about the 27-yard line.
Didn't sound very big on Madden, but you hear the
A conversion here on 3rd and 6.
The Vikings really need to stop here to get their offense back on the field so they can get some mojo back.
The Packers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 out under centers Aaron Rodgers. And they're going to do a draw play, which Montgomery makes the first guy miss, and forward progress will probably give him this first down, and it does.
Before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to
I wonder if
back
Packer fans were actually excited about them getting Matt Khalil.
Philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Like, Lions fans actually think we got a worse left tackle this year. Well, you guys got Riley Reef. He was so bad for us. Do you guys not? Even if Riley Reef was the worst version of Riley Reef possible, you guys did not see how bad Matt Khalil and T.J. Clemmings was for us? My God, they're utter trash. And they run to the left side. A nice run on first down. 5 yards.
Up close to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took
But
the
Madden
first
needs to
one
put some
out so
respect
far, 4 plays,
in
and
Riley
he's
Reef's
taken
name.
the ball around. So 2nd and medium,
I think he's like a
2nd and 5
73 in Madden. I should probably charge my controller for this.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They gave up the completion there.
All right, we
This
plugged in.
is
We
what
good.
defenses count on.
We good.
Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, Stafford has been good though. I did a MVP like week 10 or something. That's probably later than that, like week 14. And I said my MVP at that point, my Stafford, because all of his 4th quarter comebacks were incredible. Stafford can be great. And a nice play by Kendricks, coming in and tackling Jordy Nelson.
Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
You know, that safety last week was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I get, like, give a bad knee or can run around and just do a quick short pass. How do the coaches not see in warm-ups that Bradford doesn't know how to use his right leg? He can't throw a 10-yard pass. Maybe start the guy that can. So I know I gave Bradford a lot of flack in my review, mostly for the sense of comedy. But that's a kind of a coaching thing, right? Like Zimmer said in the press conference that they all thought he could play, he was medically cleared, whatever.
Here's Rodgers.
And sacked on 3rd and 11. Is that Lemur? Yeah, it's Emmanuel Lemur, the ex-Bengal. He must have an injury on the field that the announcers or whatever don't tell us about.
So quickly, Charles, what could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your
Like, I don't get the pride thing with it's that they're saying that and it probably is Bradford's pride that kept him in the game is probably what got him to start. How do you go like, yeah, coach, put me in. I'm totally good. Check this out. I have a 13-hour 40-meter dash. I can almost walk on both legs. How's that, coach? See if Shale's gonna do something here. Nope, it's over the top, and we'll get a touchback.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time.
Do you think it might have just been in his head during the game? Or maybe he tweaked it in warm-ups or something, like when he ran out on the field. Ow, my knee, fuck.
But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now play action on 1st down. They blitz the safety, but they don't get home. And another incomplete pass by Keenum. He's falling apart. 8 for 20. My goodness.
And it's 2nd down. Charles, looking back to last week, the injury bug really bit some teams. Heck, Houston's defense lost J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless about 10 minutes.
Like maybe once Bradford saw big 6'6", 260-pound guys running at him, his knee buckles a little bit. I don't blame him. I think that'd scare the shit out of any of us, right? But like, do that first drive, be like, hey, coach, I know I was probably good. I'm not good. Look at that push by the offensive line. Did he fumble or what? Okay. Nice. Look at the offensive line push the Packers back 6-7 yards.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Yo, his accuracy was the most sad thing. I don't think he was prepared for the game either. He just wasn't like, didn't look like he knew where the receivers were going to be. He just didn't look smart out there. 3rd and a short 1.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here.
We really need this one to keep our offense on the field. And they'll do a play action here. I don't like run. But he picks up CJ Ham. 1st down. 9 for 21. God, that looks gross. I know we're so used to Teddy and Sang with their super high ultra completion ratings, but my goodness, is that awful.
Because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Another play action, throws it to Blake Bell. Had to go get a drink, so I wasn't there for a minute.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream.
Y'all really want to
Big tight end, curling in the middle
support
of the
your boy,
field, so it's great sight
Spam
lines
Purely,
there. And when they show
with
their
JOZ videos, and hey, this Spam wants you to sponsor him.
right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Much appreciate a monthly supply of Pure Leaf
For the offensive group.
organic black tea. You really think Teddy's more healthy? And stop down the line. 14 rushes for 49 yards. I think he'll be better than that during real life.
But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player though.
Bye week begin, Teddy. That's what I'm kind of feeling too. Maybe.
And allow the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Isn't there a bye like weeks? It's coming up, I think, right? And now McKinnon gets a few yards.
3 up to midfield. The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. This is Kyle Rudolph territory if I know it.
50, it's
And he has his running back in the flat if he wanted, and it's David Morgan! First down within the 30.
They're able to get this one down to the 25.
Week 9's a bye.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
So what is this? We're going into week 6. So it's 4 more weeks for Teddy, like a whole month.
He had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down too.
I'd be okay if we let Teddy go like week 7 or 8. And even if it's like a limited playbook those weeks, and then we actually get a full Teddy-oriented play
Set of downs here.
implemented during the bye week, and then we can game plan for whatever team we're trying to go against. Deep in Panthers territory.
This is Murray.
That's what Anderson is. He's still kind of, he still kind of looks like a rookie.
Not much happening there on first down.
He's naturally a good leader, but my goodness, he makes some stupid plays sometimes.
Fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I did it for fun. When I was on the menu, I was giving the people here, aka only Ryan, the choice of jerseys to wear.
So we got
He actually said 2000 throwbacks, so I didn't see it in time. So I just went with Color Rush jerseys because I think they're cool. You like them? I like them.
quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
I mean, we should have beat the Cowboys with them last year.
Sports.
Oh, I got tipped? Okay.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here.
Would you guys like it if I streamed something random, just so we could talk about the game right after? I would still do my game preview or review like always, but like Sunday night, I hop on Madden or something. I wouldn't be able to do this every night, but
9th play coming up here on this drive. This
like
is 3rd and a
if we play a
yard.
noon game, we get over at 3. Maybe like 7 o'clock, we'll give people a chance to eat dinner.
McKinnon.
If it's a good Sunday night game, I might not do it. I would pick up at 3rd and 1. And McKinnon's doing just enough, really, keeping a few drives alive for this one.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1.
And I have McKinnon starting this game, Jacob.
Get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen.
Oh yeah, go okay.
Created
See you, Jacob.
space and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
On and on and on. And McKinnon gets 2 yards.
The 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
Second and 8. The Vikings very much want a touchdown here. True receivers on the top of the screen. CJ Ham in the backfield with McKinnon, and the run to the left side. And they missed the block there. They should have had him if they would have got the first guy to the ball. As Murray, it checks into the game to be god-awful. Mike Daniels, my favorite player on the Packers, just because he's a big Vikings fan.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Big fan of Mike Daniels as a person. One of the Vikings absolutely crush him.
The Vikings on third down.
But he's a cool dude.
5 times in their many chances thus
3
far.
receivers on the field.
Third and 9. From the gun, it's Keenum.
He has all the time he wants. A nice check down to Rudolph, and close to a first down. Will they go for it? I think it's just short. It's 4th and 1 near the goal line. Do they go for it here? Real life, I think Zimmer would in real life.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out
checks
of your
in,
lanes,
Kai.
but you also
Nope,
don't want
that was
to
just the
let them
animation.
have it easily.
And I think they run it here. We'll see. And nope, the whole offensive line jumps. Riley Reef and it looked like Mike Remmers jumped simultaneously. So that's what Madden does. So now they probably kick the field goal, make it a 1-point game.
And you know something? Your
But you can't do that. This would be the 4th field goal of the game.
Go for it. But what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
One score down, here we go.
No, their offense still goes back in the field. Not a bad play. It's only 6 yards. Now they're at an obvious pass situation here. And maybe Kyle Rudolph territory. No, it just slants. He throws it and might have made. I think they got it. Forward progress. Where are you at? Nope, short.
Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. And in the early going, the running game.
I thought forward progress might have had it, but whatever.
Now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early
My goodness, I hope our offense isn't this trash during the actual game, right?
Different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
I think the Vikings get a pick 6 here. And Montgomery carries the Vikings for 4 or 5 yards. A nice, powerful run by Montgomery.
It'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands
And
of
2
your
tight ends, two receivers, and a play action here. The Vikings were blitzing, but nobody's getting home. And it's wide open, and Jordy Nelson again makes 2 guys miss. Rhodes down the sideline. Jordy Nelson is gone. Or is Kendricks knock him out? And he does. He knocks him out down at the 3. Jordy Nelson destroying the Vikings defense. 3 receptions, 115 yards.
In the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body
My
types
goodness.
as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want
Yeah,
to
damn cool.
team.
They come out here in the eye.
And they'll go and see if the Vikings need to hold them to a field goal here. A field goal at 16-9. And then a touchdown would still win it for us.
And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're like
A touchdown, all of a sudden they're kind of pulling away.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now 2 receivers on the field. Looks like they'll run the ball again. And they do. Right up the middle. He had a hole in and closed quickly. 2 yards. Very short. Emmanuel Lamar still in the game. So there was clearly an injury to the linebackers. I think it was Anthony Barr.
Anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back, it just never materialized.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
3rd and goal from the 2. They run it one more time. And to the fullback, no, it's a pitch to the outside to Montgomery, and stuff short. Do they go for it? The Vikings did with the Packers. And Kentrell brothers in the game too. Are both the Vikings linebackers hurt?
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
So on 4th down,
Oh, nope, they elect to kick a field goal here.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
And it's up and good. Chip shot field goal is good. Makes it a 7-point game.
So Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff.
And boom. See if we can get a nice return here to get us some momentum. McKinnon within the 5 to the 20 to the 25 to the... Oh, he had a hole there. But nice tackling by the Packers to the 28 as the Vikings offense comes back on the field.
And now out comes Minnesota.
As my guy, as Case Keenum looked bad this game. Three receivers bunch on the bottom of the screen. Keenum in the shotgun. Here's Manny. He's going to fake the handoff to McKinnon. He has a hole to the right side if he wants to run. And instead he's going to throw it. He has a seam and Thielen to the 30-yard line. A nice strike. Flipping the field position. Keenum to Thielen.
3 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz. Were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
No, 2 receivers on the field. McKinnon's still in the backfield, and it looks like a David Morgan checks in at the tight end. And he has pressure. It's Mike Daniels. No, Clark. Sack.
Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack.
Beating the rookie center for a big 8-yard sack. That's pushing the Vikings out of field goal range.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds,
he had McKinnon short. Yeah, he had his safety valve and he elected to do it, not take it, and got the sack. Three receivers bunch close to the line of scrimmage on the bottom of the screen, and it looks like Thielen on the top. And now he's going to scramble to the right. Will he just run with it? It throws across his body. David Morgan for a first down, or very close to one. Yes, they'll give him forward progress for the move. Will move the chains. Nice catch by David Morgan. A scary throw. You don't want your quarterback to throw across his body like that. The little Brett Favre type play. Keenum to David Morgan.
Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
No, the Vikings really want this touchdown. Touchdown will tie the game here out of the pistol formation. CJ Ham to his left, and then McKinnon or Murray. And the whole linemen of the Packers are pancaked. If Murray didn't get tripped up there, he had a touchdown.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size.
Look at that. They pancaked the whole Packers offensive line. They're all on their back like it was a football drill.
You're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter.
Look at that. It's all simultaneously. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First and goal from the 8.
Now a heavy set here. 2 tight ends against, and so was CJ Ham, Adam Thielen on the top of the screen. And they run to McKinnon again. Pick up 2 yards. First and goal from the 6. Second and goal from the 6.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start. Offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
I think I still need to turn down the penalties in Madden 18. Because my God, it's just so annoying. There's not that many false start penalties. Or just more annoying because it's Madden, so it shouldn't be a thing. But I don't think that happens much in real life. And he has a hold of the left side, but it closed quickly. Only got 1 yard. First and goal, or third and goal from the 10-yard line. They really want this touchdown.
But my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
Oh yeah, will they run the ball here, says the announcers. Will they try to get 10 yards on run play? I don't know, announcers. We really don't want to turn over here. A field goal is not the worst thing, but I think this is 4-down territory. At least get a chunk here. But Keenum throws, touchdown, tied game, down the middle. Adam Thielen, what a throw by Keenum. An extra point away from tying this game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And now a critical extra point attempt here.
And looking for high 4-path, pull out the clutch, ask the PAT, and it's up and
no sweat.
Good.
And we are tied here in the 4th. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Let Megziner pay off the ref real quick. Tied game. I think the Vikings will be excited about this. Not bad time here. At the Packers have like a 3-minute drive that'll set the Vikings up with 2.5 minutes to go to win it. You want to use up as much of that clock as possible. I want to give Aaron Rodgers more than 30 seconds. They still have all 3 timeouts for both teams. Very good game thus far. The Janus builds it at the goal line, gets it 25 to 10, stops right there. Falls forward to the 27. We have a ball game here, folks. 16-16.
Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for receiver.
If we can just not be stupid and below coverage with Jordy Nelson, that'd be great.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And play action on first down. The Vikings blitz, but nobody's getting close. And Adams with a nice catch. That's only a blitz, and everybody gets balled up. Aaron Rodgers well over 300 yards. 18 for 21. 308 yards.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to
on Xavier Rhodes, my dad.
Offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Three receivers in the backfield, and they'll run the ball as Montgomery, who's had a very good second half, with ball up all first half, now almost at the 100-yard marker.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Montgomery in the back. Let's see if they run the ball again to the left side, and they do not. And they'll throw a short pass to Bennett. We'll pick up a 3rd and short.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It is hard.
Sorry, this is choppy for you guys too. I don't know what's going on. I have good internet here. That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop.
See if they'll run the ball here on 3rd and short and see if the Vikings can stop it. I don't like the idea of them stopping a short pass. And they run it, and they have a hole. And a big hit by Harrison Smith.
And a big hit at the end of that one.
I mean, I don't know why the audio and the announcers are so messed up right now. If it continues to be bad, I can shut it off for you guys.
He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And a new set of downs here after
1st and 10 from a 37. Aaron Rodgers trying to work his magic once again. I'd be okay here if they would kick a field goal, because then the Vikings just scored that touchdown and throws it deep, wide open is Adams.
That's Adams.
Another wide open deep ball from Aaron Rodgers. 420 yard total offense. Blaze it.
Been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think
Just
he looks at it as
underneath the zone.
So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's an easy, skinny post route.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense
Tie
has.
10 at the half. So the defenses are really coming through, huh? Pistol formation is Aaron Rodgers. Coming out Montgomery, and a short pass to Bennett will pick up about half the yards they need for the touchdown. And this will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Vikings really want to hold the field goal here.
Time for a break.
Maybe a turnover.
Come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
Second and 4, they can still somehow pick up the first down without scoring here. And they run, and they hold a nice play by Harrison Smith. The Vikings were pancaked. If Harrison Smith wasn't as good as he was, they would have a touchdown. But Harrison Smith, fortunately for us, is an absolute monster.
Kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And that run to the right side, the Vikings bottle it up. There's the Vikings timeout. We have 2 timeouts. We have to get at least a field goal. We had overtime in my simulation last week, so we have overtime 2 weeks in a row.
They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
4th and 4, and it looks like they'll probably kick a field goal here. I'd imagine so. Field goal is all they need to win it, but their offense is huddling on the field, as far as the animation says. They could, of course, try to get us offsides, but now there's a field goal unit as they teleport on the field.
This for the lead in the final stages.
1:30 to go, 2 timeouts for the Vikings. They only need a field goal. Up and lead Packers.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
After the made field goal, now
and boom! As the Vikings hit their last offensive drive, and hopefully it doesn't start with the Adam Thielen fumble. And to the 20, to the 25, and nice setup returned by McKinnon, who brings the ball right under the 30-yard line. And the Vikings have 2 timeouts and 1:20 to go. See what the Case Keenum can do. Overall, a solid day number-wise for Case Keenum.
Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go.
Shut him down. But they're hyping Case Keenum up like he's Brady. But 5 receivers out as McKinnon checks out of the backfield. A short pass to Rudolph, get out of bounds. And he does get out of bounds, which stops the clock. Will picks up a 1st down. Nice pass there on 1st down.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation.
This little out route by Rudolph. Instead of going straight out of bounds, he has to get pushed out of bounds. But lucky enough for us, don't count forward progress there, so we can just stop a clock stoppage. Now I have Diggs is the number 3 receiver here, so he should have a mismatch. He's only the number 3 receiver, like I said, to account for injuries, because I don't think he'll be on the field a whole lot Sunday. There's a chance he'll be out, but I think he'll play and just be an unlimited role. And throws it. That's a strike to Michael Floyd, and it's a fumble.
It's on the ground, and the Packers pick it up.
No way.
Will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
No way. And
Timeout.
Diggs injured himself again. It looks like he dislocated his elbow.
We'll step aside.
Ha. No way. If that stands, that's the game, folks. I don't think we have enough time. Well, I think ideally we'd have about 20 seconds left. Yeah, it stands. It's a fumble, Michael Floyd. Like I said, instead of the first play, it's a fumble. Second play, instead of Adam Thielen, it's Michael Floyd. Unbelievable. And they run on 1st down, of course, stuffed by Linval Joseph. That's what they need.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance.
All right, so they'll use both timeouts, and they'll get 1 free runoff. So it'll be about 35 seconds. Say about 5 seconds per play. They'll have about 20 seconds left with no timeouts. Any faith left in Minnesota?
offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, and they set up the run against this proud Vikings defense. And the run again, and stuffed again. 3rd and 11. One more run, and then out the punt.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Third and 11, unless they get lucky and get one long run. And they can get the ball back with about 20 seconds left on the clock. And they'll need a couple nice big passes, stop the clock, and kick the field goal to tie the game.
Dial up the pressure. Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Of course they'll dial up the pressure. It'll be a run blitz. Unless for some reason they pass the ball here, which would be glorious for the Vikings, but they do not. They have a hole. They have a hole, and that's very close to the first down. 4th and 1. Boy, was that dangerous. It probably doesn't matter a whole lot that we stopped them.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The announcers want them to go for it. Not sure about that.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today.
All right, under 20 seconds. The Vikings will have to need all types of heroics. Can they block it? And they know they can't. What can Sherrills do? And nothing, because it's punt out of the end zone. I think we have time for 2 plays. And we still need to squeeze the field goal in.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
The receivers top of the top of the screen, probably a strong flood to their on the right. See if I'm right on that. And no, it's just a Hail Mary. And underneath the Rudolph, that's it. And then they'll fumble again. What is going on? Well, there's the game, folks. How? Why can't we get tackled in the last 2 minutes of the game without fumbling? 2 steps, he has a clear fumble. What the heck? Well, that's the game, boys. About as close as we could really expect, really. Like, what the heck? That's a dumb play anyways. It could have been game over right there if they would have just tackled him. Because the receivers were all deep. He wasn't close to the sideline. A stupid throw. Yeah, there's the game. They'll take a knee here. It'll be the game over. So thank everybody that watched it live. If anybody made it here and watched this video when it wasn't live, hashtag sack in the comment section down below. So that is impressive. I don't expect you guys to. If you guys want to watch a replay of this, I'll cut the highlights up. If you want to watch the Vikings lose again in a highlight format, I'll cut this up into a highlights, and we'll see. And we'll do like probably will be a short one, maybe 8 minutes or so. That one won't be long at all. They'll just be the big plays, like the 30-yard passes, whatever. I don't think there was a big run in this game, but there was a few big long passes, the touchdowns, of course, and interceptions. So, and the turnovers at the end of the game. So, 19-16, very close game. If the first half is like it was, and we weren't as stupid as we are in Madden in the second half in real life, I think we can pull it out. So there we have it. It's a lot closer than what a lot of people might say. So with Case Keenum, with Stephon Diggs in a very limited role, and Jerick McKinnon being starting running back, we only lost 3 points to the Packers at home. Not too bad, but there we have it. There was the JDOZ Madden 18 Vikings simulation. Thank again everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next week.